Hello everyone. Am I audible? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Total strength is 50. So few more students has to join. Which session is it? It is a DBMS session. This is our first session. Anyone knows the long form of DBMS? Subject? Yes, it's database management system. So can we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thanks for the reply. Before starting to the session, I would like to introduce myself. I am Prachi Nilekar. I am BE plus ME in computer. I have 8+ years of teaching experience and I am working as an assistant professor in computer science and engineering department. Okay. Okay. I will present my screen now. Is it visible to everyone? Yes?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay. The subject name is Database Management System, that is the DBMS, and course code is that ET414. Okay. Then this subject holds the total 125 marks, which is categorized into 3 parts, that is ISC for 30 marks, EAC for 70 marks, and ICA for 25 marks. This is your examination scheme for DBMS subject. Then course objective. Why DBMS subject is included in your syllabus? What's the objective of that subject? Let's see. To understand the basics of database structure, design, and its applications. Do you know the DBMS? Have you heard the word before that? Yes, anyone please? Okay, I will explain that one also. To design the database using data modeling concepts such as entity relations diagram, it also called as ER diagrams, and to understand and the use of structured query language, its short form is SQL, to search, update, and manage the database, and to apply the normalization technique to normalize the database, and to familiarize the students with the fundamentals of database transaction processing. Okay, these are the objectives of this course. Then what's the outcome of that course? After completion of this course, or what do you get the knowledge? Then at the end of this course, the students will be able to design ER model, that is the entity relationship model. We will discuss it later, what exact that, when point will come. Then the construct the relational table from ER model. Then analyze and improve the database design by the applying normalizations. Describe the database storage structure and access techniques. This subject categorized into 2 sections as usual, section 1 as well as sections 2. In section 1, there are total 4 units. First unit is the introduction and ER model, relational model, second unit, and introduction to SQL and intermediate SQL. This is the 4th unit. In section 2, 5th unit is the normalization, indexing in hashings, transaction and concurrency control. And Eighth unit is a recovery systems and introduction to the big data and NoSQL. Okay. Those who want to take a screenshot of a syllabus for section 1 and section 2, they can take a screenshot. Yes, section 2. Okay, let's start. Unit 1, Introduction and ER Manual. This unit consists of these important points. First one is the database system applications, purpose of database system, view of data, database language, database architecture, database users and administrators, history of database systems, as well as overview, ER model constraint, ER diagram, ER design issues, weak entity sets, extended ER features, as well as the reduction to the relational schema. So, students, can we start with introduction? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. As our subject name is the Database Management System, its short form is the DBMS. So, Database Management System. So, it's something related to the data. If you guess, it related to the data. Okay. And in each and every lectures, we are using the word data. Without data, there is no database management system. Okay. So what's that data? Anyone has any idea? We are also using these words in day-to-day life also. Yes. I'm waiting for the reply. It's a simple word. Data in general. Yes, what is data? Or text me the into the chat box. What is data in your words? We usually says our data is full into the mobile. Memory is full. There is no space. What's that? No reply.
Ma'am,
Is
it
it?
may be a picture, it may be a file, or anything that we has that is called as a data, or which is in a sequence manner or in sequence manner.
Okay. Good. Good, Prajakta. Yes. Data is the any raw, recorded, or unprocessed fact. Data is any raw, recorded, or unprocessed fact. Data can be a facts related to any object considerations. Whatever you are going to record into your mobiles, laptops, desktop, all these comes under to the data. Yes, these are the raw or unprocessed. Why it's called as an unprocessed? Because it may be useful or it may not. But these are stored into our devices. So data is the raw or recorded facts only. Uh, let's take an example of data. Your name, age or height of the person, weight of any object, etc. are some data related to you. Okay. If you want to record a person, students records, then your name, age, height, weight, your marks, all these comes under the data. This is all are the text or number data, name, age, height. But there are another kinds of data like the pictures, image, file, PDF file, etc. These are also considered as a data only, but data type is different. Okay. Picture, images, or videos, audios also called as a multimedia data, and text as well as the numbers, numerical formats are called the standard data. Okay. Are you getting the concept of data? It's so simple concept. Yes. If you take an example of university, then the entities are students, faculty, admin, staff. All these comes under the university record or data. And if you take an example of hospitals, so which kind of data stored into that hospital? I already told you the example of university or college. In our college database or whatever is record is there, in that we are storing the students info, staff info, admin information. So if you take an example of hospital, so which kind of data includes in that? Anyone? Yes, students, I am asking one simple example. Hello.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Yes, sure. See, we are looking the concept of data. Okay, data is nothing but the any raw unprocessed facts or records which we are going to store on the laptop, computer, or any electronic devices. Okay, then there is an example of that college or university example. If you take, then students informations, then faculty informations, admin staff, principal, whatever data is going to store in that record university. Okay, this is the data. If you take an example of hospitals, then what data comes under the hospital record?
Ma'am, it contains the patient name, patient bed number, and again the list of medicines.
List of medicines. Okay. Doctors, name of the doctors, then nurses, all these comes under the hospital. Okay, all this comes under the hospital records. Fine. Okay, let's move to the next point. Data, information. whether the data and informations both are the same things. If you think whether the data and informations both are the same things. Yes. Yes, information comes under the data, but data cannot be a information. It may or it may not. Okay. Both are the different things. Little bit difference in that. So information is what? The meaningful data is called as a information. Meaningful processed data, it's called information. Are you getting the difference between the data and information?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. See, whatever the terms we are looking today, these are useful for the whole semester. Okay, so be concentrated over here only. These are the basic terms related to the database management systems. Okay. So information is nothing but the process or meaningful data. It is a filtered data that has been made systematic and useful, and it also considered to be a more reliable and valuable to researchers as proper analysis and refinement has been conducted. Okay. Information is use, process or meaningful data. See, everyone knows the YouTube. Everyone know the YouTube. Yes. At least daily हम one time to use करते ही है वो, right? So for searching the videos or some content, we are using the YouTube. So if you check, the YouTube consists of the millions of records, millions of videos, video records. Okay, but from that videos, you are searching for specific video. If you want to search the concept related to the Python, C programming or DBMS, you want to search, then you in search box, you just text the message DBMS or like that. After that, there are the list has come like the video related to the only DBMS. Okay, so that is nothing but the information for you, and others videos are the data, because from among these millions of videos, only few videos are required to you as an information, which are meaningful, useful for you people. So this is the basic difference between the data as well as the informations. Are you getting, students? Okay. Now, database. Database is nothing but the collection of related data organized in a way that data can be easily accessed, managed, and updated. This is the definition of database. Note down it. It is a collection of related data organized in a way that data can be easily accessed, managed, and updated. Yes, note down this one in your notebook. Yes, collection of related data. Whatever data is going to store into our database, that is, it is a collection of tables, for example. That table should be related with each other. Then and then it also called as a database. Just record is available, and if it is not related, then it's not called as a database. That should be related with each other. Let's take an example. Suppose I have a data of age of the person, price of the car, and list of companies. Suppose I have a record in tabular format. See, concentrate here. I'm going to ask you the questions. I have a record which includes the age of the person, price of the cars, and list of companies, list of software companies. Age, price of the car, and list of software companies. Whether that data is related with each other. Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking the questions. First, we see the database definition. On that only, I'm asking one question. Only one student is available over there. What about others? Yes, database is the collection of related data. Okay. So, if you are storing the any table, database is the collection of table which are related with each other. Okay, and related. Okay, and I'm asking one question, that suppose there is a table which includes age of the person, price of cars, as well as the list of software companies. Whether that data is related to each other or not.
No, ma'am.
Yes, then it can we call it as a database? Of course
No.
not, because database is the collection of related data. Please note it down. Database is not only a collection Sorry for the disturbance, students. I just lost my connections and reconnected again. Okay. I will present my screen. My screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We are on the point of the database. Yes, it is a collection of related data organized in a way that data can be easily accessed, managed, and updated. And that should be a related data. This is the one of the important concept. And data into the database that represents some real world entity. Okay. Real world entity means what? If there is a student's records, name, age, address, and if after some times the address is going to change of that students, then that updated data, that change data should be updated in our records. Means our database should represent real world entity. Whatever changes, updates are going to change, that should be updated into our database. Database is a collection of interrelated data which helps in an efficient retrieval, insertions, deletion of a data from database. Okay, so by using database, what we have to do? Operations, that is the retrievals. We can retrieve the data, insert a new data, delete. If you want to delete some records, we also can do that one also. It is also used to organize the data in the form of table, schema, views, and reports. These are some different kinds of databases. In which way we are storing our data? This is some example. We can store our data into the database in the form of table, schema, views, and as well as the reports. Okay. For example, university database organize the data about the students, faculty, and admin staff, etc. Okay. So these are some common database examples: telephone dictionary, directory, yellow pages, address books, phone books, employee records in a company. These are the few common examples of database. So now, students, can you say some example of database? Yes. Yes, anyone? Tell me the example of database. No one? Or you don't want to tell? Yes, come forward. Hello.
Ma'am, bank details, or in bank there is one
Yes.
database.
In banking systems, this is one of the example. Others? Okay. Now come to the next point, that is the DBMS. Okay, what is DBMS? Database Management System. We saw the concept of data, information. What do you mean by database? Then how to manage that data? So DBMS is as the name says it is a system, database management system, who is going to manage the database. That is nothing but the database management system. It is an organization has to handle a large amount of data. This data must be effectively managed, classified, and captured, stored, and retrieval, maintained, validated, and transmitted for the successful operations. Whatever we are going to store data into the database, that data should be managed. Then how we can manage that data? We should classify that data into a different format. Suppose student data comes into the one single table, that is the student table. If there is a data related to the faculty, then that data comes onto the faculty table. That means we are classifying first of all classifying the data, and then after that interrelated with that data. Okay, then DBMS is a software which is used to manage the database. Okay, DBMS is a software or it is a tool which is used to manage the database. Some of the popular examples are the MySQL, Oracle, Sybase, MongoDB, Informix, SQL Server. These are the some popular commercial database which is used in different applications. Okay. The main work of DBMS is what? It provides an interface to perform various operations like database creations, storing data, updating data, creating a table in the database. And it provides the protection and security to the database in the case of multiple users. See, suppose you know the term database just today only. So before this, can you deal with any data? Can you arrange any data before? Yes, you already arrange or manage data by manually. If you want to list out some your friend's name as well as phone number, what you are going to do? Just take a diary and note down that one, 10 students informations. Then otherwise in Excel sheet or notepad, you can insert that data. But there are only 10 friends, then is it okay? But the friend list is more than 1,000, 2,000, then what to do? Is it feasible? Of course not. Because we have to write each and everything manually. And if we want some information from that data, then it for searching that particular friend name as well as the contact number, it's quite time consuming. Not difficult, but time consuming. Okay. So as well as you want to share that record, 1,000 your friend list want to share with other friends. Some friends are in that common mutual friends or some are not. At that time, whether that data is secure? No, not at all. Because we are directly sending data to the others friends too. So to provide security, database is an interface between the database management system is an interface between the database as well as the user. By using DBMS, we can classify our data base very well. We can retrieve whatever we are want data very well, as well as that data should be a maintained one, and it also provides the security. Okay. Yes, students, are you getting the concept? Database, what is DBMS?
Yes, ma'am.
Then DBMS contains the information about the particular enterprise. It is a collection of interrelated data. It is a set of program to access the data. Yes, uh, if the DBMS is a software, then it is quite obvious it is a set of programs to access the data. And it provides an environment that is both convenient and efficient to use. It provides the environment to the user, okay, to access our database very well in organized format and easy way. Database systems are used to manage collection of data that are highly valuable and relatively large. Yes, just we saw the 10 friends examples. Then at that time, whether the DBMS, we can use the DBMS, no doubt, but it's not worth, because if we are going to use DBMS, then it increase the cost also, cost of the system. So to handle the highly valuable and relatively large amount data, we are using the DBMS. Okay, and it is accessed by the multiple users and applications often at the same time. Yes, data by using database management system, number of user can access same data at a same time. This is one of the feature of database management system. And a modern database system is a complex software system whose takes to manage a large complex collection of data. And nowadays, database touch all aspects of our lives. Day-to-day lives, we are using database management systems at our backend. You go anywhere in banking system, in college, as well as the social networks. What? All these are managing their data. Let's take an example of Flipkart, online shopping, or Amazon. See, if you want to do shopping online, Amazon, what do you think? Whether the Amazon having their own goods? Whether the Amazon having their own goods? No, not at all. Just other third party will sell their goods through the Amazon, Flipkarts. So what is the work of Amazon system? Just it manage the all data very well. Some other examples of Ola, Uber. Whether the Ola company, Uber company have their own cars?
No, ma'am.
Then what's the logic behind this? Yes, they have their database, very powerful database system, and they managing that data, using that data very well, and providing the services. And by using this powerful database, they make the billions and millions rupees. See, okay. Nowadays, there is no such a fields where we are not using DBMS. Every field we are using DBMS. So this is the one of the important subject for you students in even interviews, MCQs, what are exams are you are going to attend in futures. In every paper, every interviews, some parts of DBMS must include it. Okay, and this is one of the interesting subject because you are using these concepts day-to-day life. Okay. Yes. Just we saw the concept of DBMS, database management system. Okay. There is one more concept, that is the database system. We saw the concept database, DBMS. Okay. Database is the related data, related records. Okay. Collection of records which are related with each others, and that record we have to manage using the DBMS. Then the combination of DB plus DBMS is nothing but the database system. Are you getting, students? Database system is nothing but the database plus database management system. See, here we are also saw the example of file system. In that 10 friends list, you are manually changing that recording to the notepad or Word or Excel sheet. This is nothing but the file system, right? But as we see, this is somewhat time consuming. It does not provide any kind of security. Okay, so DBMS is a interface. Here, if you saw the diagram, here application program 1, program 2, program 3. These are the users or programs. Those who are accessing our database through the DBMS. Okay. This is a diagram of database system. In this, application programs, or it's also called as a users programs, those who want to access our database through DBMS. Then they want to create, retrieve some kind of data. Then they just put the query. According to the query, DBMS software retrieve the data from the database and send back to the user. Okay. Yes, students, are you getting? Are you clear with the concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, next point is the need or purpose of database system. As you already seen the file systems, in that there is a no security. It's time consuming. Simultaneously, there is a thousands of students or friends, or you want to hide you want to send that copy of record to the other students. Okay, so what will, and want to hide the contact details, then what you have to do? You just copy that record, delete that rows, and forward to the next friend. Next time you want to hide the address, again you are doing the same process. Copy of original data, then whatever info you want to hide, that just delete that one. What happened because of that? We are making number of copies of our data. So it may create the redundancy. What it's called? Redundancy. There is a one single record and we are creating the duplicate copies of that records. So what's it called? Data redundancy. So it's not feasible. We are not optimizing our memory in a proper way. This is the one of the drawback of file systems. And because of redundancy, we are storing, there is an inconsistency to access data also. Suppose there are 3 records now, same copy we are creating of single record, and we are going to update the one record. Then at the time, what you have to update all other 3 copies also, other 2 copies also, which is inconsistent too. Are you getting the concept of the redundancy, inconsistency? Data redundancy is nothing but same data stored multiple times and duplication of information in a different files. What we are going to do is one of the drawback. And data inconsistency, several copies of same data may not be agree with each other over the time period, because we need the real world data. According to our database definition, we need the real world data, which is updated one. So if you are not using the database system, then it may create the data redundancy, data inconsistency, and difficulty in accessing data. Or sometimes you need to write a new program to carry each and every task. Data isolations, multiple files and format of same data. That is nothing but the data isolations. There is a single record, single table. We are creating multiple files of that, and their format different. We are recording different format. That is nothing but the data isolations. So that's why there is a need of database system to avoid all these problems. Okay, we are going to stop here only. It's around 1. Just attendance. Attendance, student. Roll number 1.
Present, ma'am.
2.
Present, ma'am.
3.
Present, madam.
4.
Present, ma'am.
5. 6.
Present, ma'am. Present. Present.
5 or okay. 6.
Present, ma'am.
7. 8. 9.
Present, ma'am.
10.
10.
11.
Present.
Roll number 10.
Present, ma'am.
12.
Present.
13.
Present, ma'am.
14. 15,
Present.
16,
Present.
17, 18,
Present.
18, 19, fast, be fast, 19, 20,
Present.
21,
Yes, ma'am.
22,
Present.
23,
Present.
24,
Present.
25, 26,
Present.
27,
Present.
28,
Present, ma'am.
29,
Yes, ma'am.
30,
Present.
31, 32,
Present, ma'am.
33, 34,
Present, ma'am.
35,
Present, ma'am.
36,
Present, ma'am.
37,
Present, ma'am.
38,
Present.
39, 40,
Present, ma'am.
41, 42,
Present.
43, 44,
Present.
45, 46, 47, 48,
Present.
49, 50,
Yes, madam.
51,
Present, ma'am.
51.
Present, ma'am.
Your roll number is 37.
नहीं मैम 37 के पास हूँ मैं
Okay.
मैडम.
What is your roll number?
51.
Okay. 52,
Yes, madam.
53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58,
Present.
59,
Present, ma'am.
60,
Yes, madam.
61,
Present, ma'am.
62,
Present.
63, 63, 64, 65,
Present.
66, 67, 68,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
67
ma'am.
also present. Yes, okay. 67 absent, na? $69,
Present, ma'am.
70, 70, 71, 72, 'Okay.
Ma'am, roll number 18.
Present. Okay.
Roll number 5.
Okay.
Ma'am, 6.
Yes, you already given the present team.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you, students.